'Tis your will, my master.
Hey, what's up, Jorge? Quick demo video for you for your Korbanth Darksaber. I got this done right after I got Jeff's done. I think you saw that video that I put out earlier today. But this is installed with the Proffie as well. I installed your blade. So the blade does not come installed. It does come with two 50/50 LED strips that are inside of it, but those have to be wired together, soldered together, and then soldered to this PCB. And then all put back together. So this is all working now. It should be good to go. And we'll go over it, right? When this comes to you in the mail, you'll have a silver screw right here that you need to take out. And then once you take that out, you can pull this pommel off. And then again, same chassis I used for Jeff's. But when you look in there, you'll see that piece of a chassis right there on the lower half. You can just take your thumb, put it on there, and it helps you slide the chassis right out. And then here this is. So you got your Proffie board right here. This is put onto the shelf with some E6000 to keep it in place. So you can pop it up if you need to, but it'll stay if you don't. I got all the sound fonts on there that you sent me and loaded the config, so it's good to go. You've got a kill switch right here for your battery, 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, and then this is the provided PCB set that Korbanth has in the kit because it goes with the blade. One thing that was different from Jeff's that I found with yours is it was the same for the inside. About right here in the middle, there was some type of machining mark that I had to go in with a file and clean. But then also on the inside here, you're not going to be able to see it, but you can see where it's a rectangle, right? That's the insert for this piece of the chassis right here. On Jeff's, on the inside here, it was beveled out, so the corners weren't sharp. But on yours, they were not. You had very sharp corners. It's like a piece of extruded aluminum or something. So I had to go in there, try to clean off the burrs a little bit. And then I also had to sand the tip of this chassis a little bit right here. I rounded these corners a little bit and then kind of rounded the edges as well to make it easier to go in. So that was something that was different on yours. But this is a one-button setup as well. So your switch is right here. If you need a copy of the button commands, I can send that to you, no problem. And then I also took the cap off of your pommel here. So I left that pommel wide open for sound venting. It's in your box and it will ship off with your saber. Okay, no worries there. Let's throw a battery in the sky. So with the battery, I do have my sticker off my battery. I would suggest that you do that too. I'll send you a brand new battery, but I would suggest taking the sticker off of it. And then when you pay attention to the battery in person, you can't see it very well here, but you have a metal strip going from one side to the other. It's best that when you put the battery in, you just don't have that facing straight out. I like to put it off to the side. And I'll put that in and I'll show you what I mean. So I got that metal strip about right here, right along, right the edge of the chassis, right? So it's not in the chassis, but it's not going to touch the inside of the saber. That gives you just a little bit more room to play, and it's just the tiniest bit easier to push into the saber, right? So when you get, sorry, you got motion controls. But when you get that battery in, you want to make sure that your tactile switch here is facing up, just like your switch on the saber. We'll go in. Push it all the way in. It's going to be a little bit snug on you. That's okay. It was kind of designed this way. Now, when you get to about right here, you can see those three lines. If it gets a little snagged on you, it's because of what I was telling you with those sharp corners. I tried to clean it the best I could with a file. It's very hard to get all the way in here because the saber doesn't come apart. So if you just take it, be easy with it. Work it in, and then you can push it all the way in just like that. There's just like this little piece that it needs to get past, and it gets past it every time. All right. So now that we've got that in there, we're going to put the pommel on. I'm going to go ahead and put that screw on this time and show you what that looks like. It's 2 pieces, so when you put it on or when you take it off, make sure you don't lose it, because it does come off in 2 pieces. And it looks like that right there, right? So that screws on. So you got motion controls, obviously. Saber is very loud. Twist off, or you could hit this to activate it. And if you didn't want to twist off, you could just hold the button until it turns off. You can turn it off that way too. So now the blade. The blade only goes in here one way. And it's this way, right? So you got your 2 screw holes right here you'll see in your blade. And you have the same 2 screw holes on the other side. And those correspond with the 2 holes on your emitter. So you got those 2 holes here. And you got another 2. So this blade can be held in by 4 screws. I'm only going to use 1. That's really all I need to demo it. You'll push that all the way in, and it will line itself up with those holes. And then I'll just put 1 screw in. And I just put that 1 in right there. You got nice shine through in your windows. Leg lock up. Stay like that until you pull away from it. To get to your soundtracks on each one, you want to double tap the button when the saber's off. And double tap it again to turn it off. To change sound fonts, you'll just do like a 1 second press on the button.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me.
Now you're on to your next one, right?
The child.
That's red blade.
The child.
Nice and green for this one. Now you can see both sides of your blade are lighting up nice. This side and this over here. Easy to see your blade lock up on a green blade. Right here. Hopefully you can see that in the light. You see the difference on my hand. So you pull away from it.
Are you a Jedi?
One more.
I am.
Just like that, and we'll take the blade out. It's best to use all 4 screws when holding the blade in. I'm using this 1 and it's enough to demo the saber, but it's not quite enough for just regular use. I can feel the blade wobbling a little bit, but when you have all 4 of those in there, it'll be as solid as it can be. But we'll take that out and then go over taking the battery back out, which is easy to do. Come back over here and take that off again. Once you pop that out, you can pull your pommel out like that. And again, we'll put our thumb on that piece of the chassis in there and just kind of pull towards us. Just like that. Pulls your chassis out. And then from the positive side over here by the speaker, you can pop your battery out just like that. And that's pretty much your Darksaber. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, Since it's Friday, this will probably actually go out in the mail to you Monday morning. All right, thanks.